Please welcome Will Stauffer-Norris and Zak Podmore. So what an amazing trip. What an incredible journey. It sounds so appealing. You know, you hike up into the mountains of Wyoming and you find this lake and you figure out where the river starts and you're then finding the right craft to navigate these different pieces and parts, and then all of a sudden you're in this huge roiling waters of the Green River and off into the Grand Canyon, on and on. I mean, it's an amazing journey. But before anybody thinks, oh, that sounds cool, I think I'll do that, can I just point out that you have some mad skills on kayaks? You guys are really, really good at this, right? I mean, you must have been doing this a long time.
Yeah, I grew up rafting in Idaho with my dad.
Yeah.
And Zach grew up on the river too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been kayaking since I was in 9th grade, so.
And whitewater, I just noticed also, that was not generally like daunting to you. That was like, oh, this is fun. We'll go play.
Yeah, the hard part was the reservoirs because they're flat.
Right.
Paddle across them.
Yeah.
And we did the trip in the winter. Our grand permit was for November 29th. It was easy to get all the other permits because no one else wanted to be on the river out in the cold.
And what month was that? That was must have been like October or September or something like that?
Yeah, it was the beginning of October.
Yeah. So it was cold. I saw the picture.
There were 3 feet of snow on the ground.
Yeah. And then, you know, you got all the way to Mexico, and you saw what used to be a huge river delta, wetlands, and what was it like now when you got there?
It was definitely the hardest part, just paddling down what used to be like a super lush wetlands, and now it's just trash and super polluted water. It was a pretty hard experience.
We'd heard long before we left that the river didn't reach the sea and hasn't reached it since the mid-90s, but we didn't really know what that meant until we got there, and we're actually paddling down these canals full of trashes and next to farmlands, and it wasn't just a river down there in the delta. As deltas are, they spread out into wetlands, and at one time there was 3,000 square miles of wetlands down there, the most biologically diverse section of the entire river, and now less than 10% of that is remaining, and that's thanks to just agricultural runoff that kind of forms these swamps down there.
But you did make it all the way to the ocean. You made it to the Sea of Cortez, right?
We did. At the very end, we had to hike across this dry delta. What used to be, just a really lush wetlands was just these cracked mud flats, and that was just a pretty wild experience to see that.
Yeah. Well, it's an incredibly complicated system, isn't it? Just because water is life for all these people out there, right? It's just, you can see why they want it. You can see why they need it.
Well, I think that's one of the things we took away, too, is that it's just such an interconnected system. And, if you're in Denver, you might not think about the Mexican Delta or think about the water needs of LA, but they're all just so linked in the Colorado River.
Yeah.
There's all these projects, everything from the Flaming Gorge pipeline all the way down to, a nuclear plant proposed in Green River, Utah. They've all got implications for the other parts of the system.
Yeah. Is there a website or something where if somebody wants to see photos of your trip or learn more about it?
Try stateoftherockies.com. It's pretty short.
Stateoftherockies.com. Well, congratulations. It's great to hear your story, and I wish you good luck in your film, because I think that has an opportunity to really spread the message and let people see what you guys saw, which was incredible. So thanks for stopping by, and thanks for joining us, and good luck as unanticipated, unintentional spokespeople. I think it's an important thing. Yeah.
Thanks so much for having us on the show.
Yeah.
We love it.
Thanks. That's Will Stauffer-Norris and Zak Podmore, recent graduates from college who did the amazing 1,600-plus mile trek from Wyoming to the Sea of Cortez in kayaks and rafts. Very cool.